Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas, a place where legends have long stood for excellence. Names like Broyles, Holtz, McFadden, Jones, and Johnson. And when they call the Hogs, it is a rite of passage. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will take the first swing of the game. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game.
So much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him.
Oh, look out! There he goes! And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Just steamrolling his way through. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll leave it with him. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he got loose. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Kentucky going quickly. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. Lining up to add another. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Horn. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will take the field for the first time. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these 2 star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these 2 dudes on the field. They're 2 of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. They'd be like, give me some help over here. But
and the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Using the quick game. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
And the Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive. And he gets downfield for the big catch. Nothing but green ahead. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Memphis took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Tigers that fired on all cylinders. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big 3rd down opportunity coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Harris will throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kentucky 21, Arkansas 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Horn. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the defense doing work.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 28-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again. This offensive line has to step up.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Trying the left side. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. It's caught downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw it again. Right on target this time. Makes the catch and knocked down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Looking deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job.
Lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Arkansas, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He wants to pass it on second down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Harris back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Flushed out of the pocket. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Running back goes in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Completes it in the middle.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest. And you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Snag in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Offense set on 1st down. They're testing the right side here. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year. And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Harris will throw. Working the middle, it's complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. looking to pass on second down. It's complete on the right side. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get him.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Kentucky right back to the line. Quarterback checking the play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On third and short, the power run here. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone at the 19.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Harris back to pass. Moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the pummeling has started. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. And he's out of bounds after a terrific run and a nice pickup.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Harris will throw. Firing to the right, complete. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Looking to throw on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the...
And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the punishment has been extended.
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the real route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Toledo is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Akron. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Horn. Gives him the big stiff arm. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Trying to get rid of it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
He wants to throw it again. Gets it out fast. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback will audible. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going for it all. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Harris back to pass. Lets it fly. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Kentucky now operating in the red zone. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. And it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Leaves it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Harris will throw. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down and run. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Steps away. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of at the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
grabbed behind the line. It's Proctor. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the beatdown has ensued. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Quarterback strolling away from here. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. So now they're staring at a second and long from their 20. He's looking to throw. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Buys a little extra time. Good, solid tackle.
What a third down stop by this defense. Third down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the fourth and goal.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. First down here for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to... He's taking the shot. And he's got it inside the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Getting set for the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Kentucky 72, Arkansas 10.
He'll bring it out. It's Horn. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
And the Kentucky offense will take over 1st and 10.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Harris back to pass. Getting some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Going for the big play. And that ball is picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has